Good evening, ladies. Good evening, welcome to the show. So I'm a bit all over the place at the moment. Oops, that's not the right place for the magazine, is it? I'm only learning this now. Which one was it? Is it this one? Oops. Oh, that's better. Sorry about that. That was me actually infringing copyright there, which is something I don't often do. Anyway, tonight I'm going to do a little bit of grooming with Obi. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to get that show starting off quickly. There we go. We've got His Majesty here. I'm going to start off. I haven't been able to get a hold of Dawn yet, but whether Dawn comes or not, it's immaterial. I would have loved to have actually spoken to the lady because she's got a lot of interesting things to say, especially what she's done for people that have got dogs and that are homeless. I mean, she's a tireless campaigner for that, particularly in Kent. But what she's done in Kent, I really think the media buried it. Buried it. As soon as she won it, they buried it. And really, every council should be aware of what this lady's done. And basically, it's a step in the right direction when it comes to not just human rights but animal rights as well, particularly ones that are living on the street. Like me and Aubrey lived on the street for a number of years, and we faced an awful lot of discrimination. But what Kent Council have sort of like realised with Dawn actually talking to them, they realise that dogs are therapy. All dogs are therapy dogs. if you've got a dog, you haven't got time to get depressed or dwell on darkness. And Oberon's been a real sort of like my little steadfast rock over the years. And only now it's just starting to get my life back together again. But one thing that's never left me is the discrimination that's still ongoing today. And what Kent Council have done is they've given a voice to those that have actually got animals that are living on the street. And that in itself is in the importance of what Dee Bonnet's actually done. As she's given a voice to the homeless. And especially now with like say the lockdown sort of that's starting to come to an end. And statistics says that there's going to be an increase in homelessness over the next run up towards like say Christmas. And nobody should need to give up their dog. The dog's important. If anything, one thing Oberon's taught people is that a dog can actually survive in any type of accommodation as long as they're with the person that they love, the person that they answer to. I mean, that was one thing that I took from being homeless, living in Percival Terrace with Oberon, is that he was a magnet to other people. I just wish I taught more people how to actually do brushing, to actually do your dog's coat. And Oberon, as you can see, is absolutely chilled, but it hasn't always been like that. Let me bring that down just a little bit. There we go. Just so you can see the big hairy paws. This is what Oberon's famous for. Now if you don't know what breed Oberon is, he's a Tibetan Terrier, a long-haired Tibetan Terrier. They don't have fur like normal dogs, they're hypoallergenic. They have hair. It's not fur, it's hair. And hair needs to be combed, needs to be brushed. And basically needs to be done every day. And usually what I do with my show is, I'm a complete novice. I've completely home taught, well YouTube taught when it comes to dog grooming. But you do pick up a lot of little things, and I bring that into his food. I do like making him treats and stuff. Yeah, so anyway, let me show you. I think this is Dee. This is Dee Bonnet right there in the centre screen there. She went in front of the town council, Kent, Maidstone, Kent. And she's sitting there and she spent 50 minutes talking to all these people. Talking about John Chadwick. John Chadwick was made homeless by the council. And in order for him to get into temporary accommodation, he had to lose his animals. And he had 2 dogs and a cat. I mean, if you've read the story, I've been posting it all week because I want people to see this. And imagine that isn't a choice at all. Lose your dog or lose your right to housing. It's never sat right with me, that. Never sat right with me. It's horrible. Nobody should be made to make a decision about giving up the dog. That's why I was on the streets for 6 weeks. I wouldn't give him up. Even though there was people who would try and find them a home. Oh yeah, you care more about the dog than about the person, and that was my ex. I'll try and find a home for him. So I thought, no, I'm not going to give up on Obi. And then what I did was, I went to my doctor and I said to him, I says, my life is completely entwined with Oberon here. Let me just put that out. My life is completely entwined with Oberon here. And if I lose him, I would commit suicide. I wouldn't think twice. And I had a taste of that. On the first week I was homeless. I was able to find a place for Oberon to sleep at night, usually around friends, but after about 5 days, my friend Crowley was looking after him, and he completely barked the whole dance class out completely, ruined the whole class for her. And she called me, she was nearing tears, she says, I can't look after him. And I think that was at my lowest ebb. That was when I felt so suicidal. But then I thought, he's trying to be with me, because when I was on top of the cliffs, I heard his bark. And I know it was Oberon's bark. You get to know your dog's bark after a while. And even though when we first came to Brighton, Oberon was still quite a young dog. I think he was only just coming up 3. But I can tell his bark anywhere. His bark is very distinctive. And all dogs are like that. Every dog has a different bark. They all don't sound the same. And like, as you can see, when he's on the table and he's getting groomed, he just chills out. But if you watch the shows from the beginning, I spent a lot of time actually chasing after this little bugger to get him on the table. So I'm completely home trained. But I just love doing everything for Roby. So anyway, most of the stories about John Chadwick. This is the guy on the top right. Within 2 weeks of having to give up his animals, he was dead. And that's Don he's cuddled up to. And she fought for years and years and years, didn't let it die, and it shouldn't die. What I would like people to do is get copies of this paper and send it into your council and say to them, are we going to implement this as well here? If they can do it in Kent Council, they can do it in every other bloody one in the UK. I mean, how do you repair a nation? You take care of the most vulnerable first. And the most vulnerable on the streets is the dogs. Because they don't deserve the trauma. Nobody does. No human does. Nobody deserves to walk the streets. Just because they've got an animal. Eh? Just because they've got an animal. Yeah. So I thought I've been doing a lot of combing and brushing on his little chops this week, getting it nice and white, and it's still keeping nice and white as well. So I'm actually on 3 platforms at the moment. I'm on YouTube, I'm on DLive, and I'm on Facebook, but I'm on my main page on Facebook, so I hope people can find me. But yeah, print these up, send them into your councils, and ask them to give you a response. And if you get a response, send it on to me so that I can pile them up and see exactly how many councils we can actually get to implement John Chadwick's, I'll call it John Chadwick's law, yeah? Everybody has a right to accommodation, including the animals. What's that? Oh, I just got a response from Nanny D there. She's just got home. I don't know how long I've been live for. Not sure. Yeah, she just messaged me there saying that she's just got home and she's late, and that's fair enough. I mean, I hope people can understand what I'm saying. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a real human being, it's a real tragedy, but something actually came out of that tragedy which was actually really positive. And that's something that really needs to be in every council at the moment as well, is leave nobody out. Look after the animals. They're a responsibility. I mean, maybe at the end of the day, what we really need is an actual animal registration. Where if you've got an animal and if you train that animal, it can do certain things like the gold standard, like the dog can go shopping, can carry shopping, can carry a workload in itself, yeah, because it's had all the proper training. I mean, you can make dogs work, and that's the most important things. Dogs love work. They're so interactive. You help me, are you cleaning yourself as well? And tonight's treat is 8 succulent sausages, 4 with beef, 4 with venison, and as you know, his least favourite out of this is always the venison. Always the venison. So I always give him all of them first. That way I know he'll eat the beef. Because sometimes he'll just eat the beef and actually not touch them at all. Then what happens is they start to dry out. Like we usually go to them a little while later, but by then they're usually dried out. And because they're a nice sort of size, you get sort of 3 good sized chunks out of it. Gets their jaws moving. And as you know, dogs love their jaws moving. Especially when it's got a tip bit at the end of it. Eh? A tip bit at the end of it. Let me see your beard, mister. This is where he starts to become a bit of a wiggler. Because what he tries to do is lay on your hand. I mean, one of the things that I've been doing, especially of recent, I've been not using the H-frame. Because H-frame makes the job a lot more easier. But I'm also a great believer in I can usually when Oberon's really, really had enough. Sometimes I've had to sort of really dig at them. But like I says, next week it's all going to be the front paws. And I'm going to be dematting them, then I'm going to be shortening it, and then probably do just a little bit of thinning, so it's not so difficult to get the comb through, but also it's down to getting them ready for the autumn. And sometimes our autumns can be quite a wet affair. So I want to get all the paws all ready for making the booties. I'm still working on a project, getting the paw depth so that I can make the padding. Then I don't know, probably either a glue together or a glue gun or something like that to help with the mould and stuff. But it's keeping the bloody boots on, and it's getting it maybe over the hock at the back. Yeah, it just joins there. You're such a big lump of a boy. Eh? Oh, somebody's saying hello to me. I could try that. Yeah, I just sent a message to Dee there. I still want to do the interview with her, but I've sort of like come to the end and I'm starting to get tired. And I've had a really busy day. Things are starting to come to a head with upstairs because she's called the police again. He's been turning up at her work, being threatening, and he's doing it on CCTV. So you can see he's gone. So that's been a bit stressful, yeah. I'm being a bit careful about going out and stuff. But this also is the first time I've actually done multi-streaming. onto different platforms. But I'm going to arrange a date to bring actually Dee onto the show, because I really want you to hear it from her own voice, because it's important. But what I've done tonight is I still want you to get involved with it. See them print these things up and send them into your councils. Don't let your councils, and you ask your friends to do the same. Print this up, send it into the council, and demand a response. And then, if you want to, send all the responses to me, so I can build up a case at some point, take it to Parliament, wherever, saying all councils have to employ what Maidstone Council has done. That is how you deal with homelessness and animals. You treat them all the same. A dog is more than a pet. And all yous that's in here, I know a lot of yous are all dog lovers as well, and yous will agree with me, is that you can't put a price on this love. And guess what I found? Yeah, you've got it. One of those sticky, horrible little things. At least it's moving. That's good. Yeah, look at that. Oh, I don't know where to put it. Come here. Give me those chops back here. See? You get the worst chops in the world, mister. I mean, if you remember for the other day, the amount of work I put into it, and he still gets crap in that beard he has. Oh, you don't have to make it hard, don't you, mister? Where are you putting your nose to get it with that crap, mister? Eh? Where are you sticking your nose to get all that crap in it? But definitely, Sunday's the best day for a brush out, isn't it? Just a nice, gentle brush. So, next week's shows, I might start doing them on the free platforms, doing it, and then do sort of like special ones from my constant canine companions. Sort of give a chance for people to pop in and stuff. What's going on here? Let me see. So we'll get. Hi, Nanny D. Yeah, we definitely will be doing the show again very soon. But I want people sort of like to get the general gist of it, get them ready for more intimate. It's because you known John for a long time, and I noticed that your children knew him as well. And it's been so, I don't know if it's nice where you are, Nanny Day, but it has been beautiful here as well today. So yeah, but definitely we will get the interview done very soon, and hopefully I'll get to able to get all the chat rooms working on the OBS, because I spent about actually nearly 3 hours actually just setting up to go multi-platform, make sure I got the right codes and everything sort of like installed. But I'm a long way from perfection when it comes to restreaming. I just need to comb your hair and I can see bits I need to cut. go. And what I'll do is I'll finish them off with a just nice comb through. Nothing in it, just a comb. I'm trying to find his scissor comb, the proper scissors. I don't know what I've done with them. I'll probably put them in some lost place. Oh, here we go. Yeah. You don't have to make it difficult. Sometimes you think you were killing him, the way he tries to move away and the way he uses his head to push down on my arm when I want to do his paws. But yeah, that's going to be good fun. It just disappears right underneath the chest, doesn't it? You want another treat, do you? Eh? I'll give you another treat. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. There we go. So I've done basically the whole of the rear end now. All it needs is basically just a comb and a brush every day. But probably I'll probably spend the whole of next week just trained on the front legs and underneath the armpits and the side parts. Yeah, now where you can comb it out really flat if it allows you, and then just get that sort of like squared off so it's a nice neat line and it's not jagged or ragged. Eh? Not jagged or ragged. The front here looks a little bit untidy. Since I'm there, I might go and have a little look at it. Eh? Oh, yeah, have a look at it. There we go. There we are. So it's just a little bit of trimming on the T-bone here, but I'll do that during the week. I just wanted to give them a night off, just give them a little chance to have a little bit of a comb and nice treat on the table. Eh? Like sit on the table. Jesus, you are a difficult one. That old rolling head, eh? Old rolling head. Come here. Gordon Bennett. You think you were being killed? You think you were being killed? Come here. Oh, you are a funny boy, aren't you? Look at this. You're such a diva. Look. Ah, you're getting your beard combed, you silly sausage. Eh? Doesn't make it easy work, does he? He really knows. He really knows what he's doing. Yeah, definitely going to need a bit of work here. Because I want to thin it out a little bit. I want to get the lines just right. I mean, it's good that I'm getting through it with a comb, but it does definitely need work. There's quite a few mats in there. What are you doing? Eh? What are you doing, mister? Sometimes you gotta watch you don't get the spikes into the till because it's almost impossible to pull it out. Oh, go on, get your chin out of the way. Big bad boy, you. Hmm? Oh, Jesus, you think I was taking his fingernails off? Hey, you're hard work, you are. You are. You're hard work. So anyway, thank you all for watching. First multi-stream ever. That's a good one. So anyway, thank you all for watching. Alone NAD, Debbie, Liz, South Wales. South Wales is really magical. Anyway, ladies, thank you all for watching. We'll see you all again real soon. As I say now is good night, God bless, and take care. Thanks for watching. Now I was right. There we go, my love. Are you right? Are you okay, big boy? You want another treat? Mm-hmm. Baby, want another treat?